Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Winekone videos. Now, a lot of people have been wondering, how exactly did I come to be this, right here? Well, your guess is as good as mine, but I'm thinking it involved my mom, and my dad, and perhaps slow, romantic music. And then one thing led to another, and then ones and zeros, binary code. But let's not get into that, because there's really no need to hear about my mother and my father getting it on. Then again, your mother and your father has gotten it on at least once in your lifetime. Well, not really your lifetime, like before your life, and then when the life started. I'm saying conception here, guys. And if you have a sibling or siblings, they've gotten it on at least twice, if not thrice. And maybe quadrice. Well, it's possible that your mom and dad never got it on because they could have conceived you in that in vitro fertilization method. You know, the whole petri dish with the egg and the sperm and mixing it up in the laboratory and then putting it into your mother. Well, I don't really know if people in the laboratory mix the things up like this, like a gumbo soup of sorts. I don't really know if people mix gumbo soup like this as well. Do people mix it like this? I really wish I've had gumbo soup, then that my references would make sense. Right. The topic is, how did I become the person that I am today? And yes, I do realize I'm swaying back and forth, and I apologize for this. It's because I got a new chair in this room, and it's one of those spinny ones, and I think a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Because once you sit on one of these, you can't help but going back and forth, and going in circles like so. Whee! Oh, God! Apparently, I forgot I had legs. Oh, God. Okay, seriously. The topic is how I became this weird, insane guy with crazy ideas. And the simple answer is, I really don't know. But I'm thinking that it has to do with me holding a lot of grudges against people for years upon years. For example, 1998, Godzilla comes out, starring Inspector Gadget himself, Matthew Broderick. I was a young teen at that time, thinking to myself, hey, I like pop culture stuff, so let's go to the Godzilla official website, shall we? So I get there, and then I realize that there's this official Godzilla chat room. So I get there, and I log on as the screen name Peter, and I meet this girl who's from Minnesota, United States, and as weeks go by, one day she starts to ask me, hey, do you want to be my internet boyfriend? I don't think I ever gave her a straight answer, but in any case, I'm talking to her. Well, you gotta understand that this chat room had no secure system of any sort. It was just log in with any name, no passwords or anything. So one day I'm talking to her, and another person comes in, I'm guessing a guy, and he called himself Peter as well. And for some strange reason, that girl that I've been talking to for weeks and weeks and weeks decides that that Peter is the real one. I don't quite remember what happened, but I'm sure I tried to defend myself and say, hey, I'm the guy you've been talking to, the one that you've been telling your secrets to. But apparently she didn't believe me, and that Peter swept her away, and I basically logged off of that site and never went back. And then I probably went to bed and cried myself to sleep while listening to the radio at the time. And since it was 1998, it was probably, I don't know, the Goo Goo Dolls, and it was Iris. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Well, fake Peter, whoever you are, wherever you may be, I hope you're happy. Look what you've made me become. Some weird guy who makes videos on YouTube. Look what you did. I hold a grudge against you. Another person I have a grudge against? Her name? Annie. That's right, Annie. I know you watch my videos, Annie, and you might be thinking, who is this Annie girl? It's you. I changed your name just to protect your identity. We were friends in high school, until one day you made me think otherwise. That's right, you embarrassed me. Not once, but twice. Hey, remember Mrs. R's math class? That's right, the one where we sat in the back row in the back corner because we were math rebels. That's right, we hated math, and we were buds because of it. And then one day, someone brought up the term Bengal. Remember, you were sitting beside some guy, he talked about something about Bengal, and then you were like, what's a Bengal? And I was like, there's a thing called a Bengal Tiger, and there's an NFL team called the Cincinnati Bengals. And then you were like, the Cincinnati Bengals? Yeah, okay, Tony. No, you seriously did that. That's how you sounded. I was so furious. So, Annie, go onto Google and type in Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, that's right. You get 1,510,000 hits. Oh, and Annie, I'm not through with you yet. Remember one of the Thanksgivings during high school? Well, I do. At first I thought it was a nice gesture because, you called my house. And you asked me what I was up to, and I said nothing much. And then you invited me over to our friend's house, who we both know, and there was a small get-together there. When I got there, it was a good time. We hung out, we talked a bit, and then 10 minutes in, you asked me, so what were you doing at home? Uh-oh. Why uh-oh? Because I gave the real, true, and honest answer. I said my parents weren't home, and I was watching a movie that was being played on television. How do I remember this? Because of your reaction. You said you were at home by yourself on Thanksgiving. That's right. That's how you look too. Ugly! And after you said that, the whole room went quiet. They didn't know what to say to us. They didn't know what to say to you. They didn't know what to say to me. But the whole time, I kept on thinking, she made me feel like a frickin' loser! I wish I would act out my violent thoughts. Because the only thing that I was thinking was to grab your bottom lip and then just like pull it over your head so that you ate your own face. Annie, I'll never forgive you for the things that you said and done to me. But I got my revenge on you. I'm putting this out there to the world. Oh, and I forgot about that part where I actually started a rumor to your close friends that you and I had sexual relations at the back of an auditorium when there was a play going on. That's right. The rumor was you and I did a little hanky-panky in the back of the auditorium during a live performance. And this inside joke between myself and our friends carried on for years and years and years. I am horrible. So horrible. Well, I guess it's better being horrible than being like her, who's whore-abled. Haha, yes! Tony 1! Annie 0. But let's not get into that, because there's really but there's really no need for that. So close. But there's really no need for that. Yeah. But there's no really new need. Why can't I get this line? Oh, damn it. But let's not get into that, because there's really no need to get into that. But there's really no need to get into... See, now I can do it when I'm talking slowly. Well, your guess is as good as mine. I'm thinking it involved my mother, my father, slow romantic music, and yeah, no. Idiot.